No one yells at the ref but me. Okay? I can yell at the ref. Coach Jonathan can yell at the ref. Okay? I don't know about you. I heard you. No, you better not yell at the ref. But that's my job. Okay? I know how to do it. I don't need a parent coming down and screaming at the ref, especially one that doesn't know anything about the rules. Okay? I don't want to see kids throwing their headgear because they lost a match. Okay? I expect the kids to come off the mat, shake your opponent's hand, you shake the coach's hand, you come over and you shake my hand. Then you can go soak in the corner. Okay? You know, and there's a lot of that. Trust me, it's an emotional sport. And you'll see it. And it's an addict. I'm telling you, for you people that have never done it before, it's pretty amazing, and you'll get caught up in it. But just keep in mind, you gotta keep it cool. There are going to be parents out there that don't, and you're going to see them. They're going to see kids out there freaking out. I just don't want our family doing it. Okay, but you'll see it. Respect in the practice room. Okay, it's not just, you know, respect, you know, amongst each other. Okay, towards me, you know, towards teachers. You know, you've got to conduct yourselves not just in the practice room, but at school. You're representing Lourdes wrestling, right? Even when you're not in the practice room. Okay, I would love when coaches say, or Mr. LaRock said, "Man, you got a great bunch of kids." It's nice to hear that. You know, it says a lot to you as parents. It says a lot to our coaching staff. It says it's good stuff. So, you know, we got a lot of kids on here that are good, and they could be cocky and, you know, walk around, but they don't. Okay, and so we want to be respectful. But also, you know, conducting yourselves is not just verbally. Okay, if I get mad at coach and he says, you know what, screw you, you know, he's verbally disrespecting me. There's other ways of disrespecting. Okay, there's body language. Okay, there's not paying attention. There's not following instructions. Okay, we basically volunteer our time here. All right, I get paid. I give it all back. Okay, I give it all back and then some. I literally could write this off. I do nothing. I only do this because I love it. And so when someone gives you their time, okay, it's the most valuable thing in the world, and I think you should respect that in some fashion. Just because you verbally don't disrespect somebody, your body language and your actions can still be disrespectful. Okay? Okay, cauliflower ear. Does anyone know what cauliflower ear is? Where is he? Come here. Come here. Okay. This is cool when you're 18, okay? But when you're 48, it's not cool. All right? And you're gonna regret this. You didn't wear headgear.
I regret it now.
Right?
In fairness, all right. I wrestled for, I think, 12 years.
Everybody's ears are different.
Nothing happened. He
Yeah.
wrestled for a month, and that's what happened.
He got weak
It's
cartilage.
the craziest
Yeah,
thing
weak
I've ever
cartilage.
seen.
So headgear, okay?
Wear it.
Go sit down. It's not contagious. Who asked if it was contagious? Kraza. You asked if it was contagious, right? He's not even listening. It's not contagious. It's damage to the cartilage. It separates and it fills up with blood and it hardens out. Riley's had it. He wrestles all year. I've had it surgically drained, and then he got it again, and we drained it ourselves. I have it. I drained it. But we do have headgear. The school will issue you headgear. Okay, you can certainly go out and buy your own. Our school's not, the headgear's not that great, but you have to wear it in a mat. I will try to push it in practice. Okay, sometimes, you know, there's a lot going on. You know, there's a kid wrestling. I don't realize he doesn't have his headgear on, but I'll try to push it. But you know, you guys are all big kids. You got to wear your headgear. Okay. I have, if you do get it, you can get it with headgear on too, by the way. It does happen. If the headgear comes down, and it can actually make it worse. Riley actually got it with headgear on. So So just keep that in mind. I did give you some numbers for the, it's an ear, nose, and throat doctor that does it. You can't just go to your regular pediatrician. He will not drain it. Okay? We talked about injuries. I had 3 incidents last year. Over 2 years, sorry. 3 incidents over 2 years. 3 concussions. Not one of them came to me at practice and said they banged their head. They went home. They told their parents. The parents didn't know what happened. They freak out, of course, because I would freak out like anybody else. They go to the doctor. Doctor says, all right, 7 weeks out. That's it, done. They don't mess around with that. Now, I'm not saying they didn't have the concussion, but if you got your head banged, you could come and see me. If you felt like you had a concussion, we have a trainer on staff. He will do a test right away, okay? And let's take it from there. But when you let it sit and then no one's there, like, you just have to assume the worst, and then that's it. You're out for 6 weeks, or what's the minimum? 6 or 7 weeks, Miss Barrick? What's the minimum? Do you know?
It all depends on their symptoms. Once their symptoms
I think it's 6 weeks.
But at least,
yeah. So just, if you guys get your head banged at anything, just come and tell me. I'll send you right to Miles. He'll do a test. They're going to do a base test next week to see where they're at. They did it last year, and then they measure that test against that. Okay, so there is like a base test that you guys all did. You did it last year? You guys do it? Right. It's scheduled for next week. But there is a base test, and then, you know, if you feel like you got your head banged, go right to Miles. Right? Don't go home and, you know, think maybe I banged my head. I don't know. All right? Has everyone got that? Okay. Hygiene. Don't laugh at this. This is serious. Impetigo, staph. I think there's another one. Ringworm. Yes. Ringworm is the most common. You get it, okay? You have to shower after practice. Don't sit in your sweaty clothes for 4 hours doing homework. Go home, take a shower, okay? Clean your equipment, your knee pads, all right? If you're wearing knee pads every day to practice, that has to get washed. You should have multiple knee pads and alternate them, okay? So one gets washed, because if you constantly wear knee pads, you're going to get ringworm here. Riley had it on the back of his knee, okay? And it's harmless. The ringworm is harmless, but they will not let you wrestle, all right? You have to go to a doctor and get a doctor's note.
By the way, it's not actually
It's not. But the staph infection can be serious, okay? Who had it last year? Hayden.
Never had it.
Yes, you did. You had MRSA. No. Ringworm is not. Ringworm. You had MRSA, which is staph.
Yeah, staph. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is ringworm is not harmful, but staph is. And then there's different stages of staph, right? MRSA being the worst can kill you. It's very, very rare, but it can put you in the hospital, okay? So we want to make sure there are sanitary wipes. Do you remember what the name was last year?
We have them.
Do me a favor, text me, because I may buy a couple for the. I used to have these sanitary wipes right on the table. So right after practice, the kids would wipe themselves down. Yeah. Right. That's right. We had a couple nurses in the room.
But the seriously, impetigo was impossible to go away.
All right. Keep shoes off the mat, and then I'm going to get booties. When you guys go to the bathroom, put on the booties like the service guys would wear in your house. I used to be in the service business. I'll bring some booties when they go to the bathroom. That way you don't go into a dirty bathroom floor and then bring it onto the mat. Okay? Jackson, pay attention. You'll be the first one walking in the bathroom without the booties on.
Jackson, not
All right. So, I'm almost done. Okay, social skills. Social media. Band. We already talked about I talked about the open door policy. Talk to me. Think before you send. Okay, we had very limited, we had an issue, some social media issues. You know, you don't want to post anything, you know, derogatory about any of our athletes, about anybody else on another team. There was some inappropriate things that went out a few years ago. All that stuff has been addressed. But guys, you know, if you get something inappropriate on your Instagram or text message, okay, and you like open it up or you shared it with somebody, you didn't film it, but you made a share. Everyone's in trouble. Okay, there's like right? They go back. It's like a paper trail. And if you like shared it with somebody, I didn't film it, I can share it. You're just as guilty. And you can ruin your college career, you know, before you even get to college. Like, be careful with the social media stuff. And I know you probably heard this 100 times, so 101 is not going to hurt. All right? Please, nothing derogatory about the school, about coaches, about other coaches, other athletes, your own teammates, anything. Nothing inappropriate. Okay. How to say that? Talked about, you want to know when you're missing practice. Okay. Weight cutting. So there's this big stigma about weight cutting in wrestling. Like, oh, here's the deal. New York State does the certification thing. You guys signed it, all right? They do a hydration test, and they measure your skin fold, and they do a formula, and they'll say, okay, this individual can only lose this much weight. He's certified at this weight. That's it. There's the days when I wrestled where I sucked 15 pounds because that's the only weight class I could win at. Those days are over. Okay. Now, there are guys out there that will cheat, and they do that, or they'll suck weight for the certification. We don't do that. Okay. We do 5 to 7 pounds maximum. Okay, if you're allowed to. Okay. A guy like Doug, okay, has probably he could probably lose 5 pounds. Like he'll get certified lower. Riley's not. Riley's got nothing on him. Okay. Sean will get certified 2 weight classes below him. Okay. Same thing with Sal. So it all depends. So now I'll say, all right, Doug, I need you to make 170. All right. Now Doug's 175. All right. And I'm not picking on you, Doug. Well, maybe a little bit. But here I go. So all you got to do is eat clean, okay? And this is what's going to happen. They eat clean. They stop eating sugar. They stop eating bread. They stop drinking soda. Okay? They're eating healthy, and they go, I'm starving. I'm starving. You're not starving. You're craving, okay? Where's Kraza? Remember you slammed the cookie jar? And I go, well, what did you eat last night? Because, well, I had a steak. I go, and you're saying you're starving. You're not starving. You're craving. And there's a difference, okay? There is a difference. Just because you're not eating that cookie every day or your Oreo cookies after your steak dinner doesn't mean that you're starving. It means you're craving. After 3 days, your body will stop craving. Riley stopped, I keep bringing him Riley because he's my kid, just so you know, and I live with him, so I know what's going on. He stopped drinking soda, okay? Now, he has no fat on him, nothing. He just stopped drinking soda, drank water, he lost 5 pounds. Just eating healthy, okay? That's it, just soda he cut out. So if you guys want to lose 5 pounds, 7 pounds, just cut out soda. Cut out something with sugar in it, and you will lose the weight easily. You just got to be meant. Some kids are better than others of doing it. Okay, Chris DeMaglio used to lose 7, 8 pounds. Never complained, just did it. He had nothing to lose. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Never complained. I have kids want to lose 1 or 2 pounds, and they're starving. So, it is what it is. But no one's going to die cutting weight. No one's going to be weak cutting weight. All right. So don't say, oh, Mike, he's making me suck weight. You're not. I'm just telling you, eat healthy. I'd rather you. The worst thing is you don't eat for 24 hours, just like you would fast before you go to a doctor. That's maybe the hardest core thing, okay? You're not going to die in 12 hours of fasting, 24 hours of fasting. That would be worst case scenario. All right? Anybody have questions with that, you can certainly call me, and we can talk about it. JV, there's a lot of new kids on this team, okay? everyone's going to wrestle. The JV matches are only JV kids, okay? However, all the dual meets, JV comes with us. Because the varsity, we do a dual meet, and the dual meet tournaments and regular dual meets. The other team may have JV as well, so there'll be exhibition matches. So everyone will wrestle, okay? Then there's varsity tournaments that are individually bracketed. I may have a kid like Hayden. Okay, Hayden can go back and forth. Like in the beginning, he'll do JV, but his skill level really went up this year. So I think once he'll win a couple varsity tournaments, he will no longer be doing JV and he'll be just doing varsity. So I'll have kids going, you know, some kids will go back and forth. You know, I may have Sal. Sal's the only guy at super heavyweight. All right. Now Sal may struggle because it's his first year, but I'm going to enter him in varsity tournaments and I'm going to enter him in JV tournaments. Okay. He'll go back and forth. All right. And then there's guys like Doug and Riley and Joe. They could only do varsity. All right. And Jackson. So just because, you know, your kid's a JV kid, he's still traveling with us. All right. But I will say in band, you know, no JV kids at this tournament. I'll make an announcement with that. All right. Just so it's